Ready to break a sweat.
Maybe.
Today's deep dive, we're heading right into the arena of, pure physical power. We're checking out the athlete class from the Relentless 5e D&D supplement.
Nice.
So have you ever kind of wanted to go up against a dragon, but without using magic or anything, just pure skill, grit, all that?
Yeah, that sounds pretty intense.
Well, this one's for you.
It really flips the script on how we think about D&D, doesn't it? Like, we're used to wizards, magic, all that jazz for the impossible stuff.
Sure.
But here, it's all about what the body can do, Dedication, training, pushing those limits. That's where the real power comes from.
It's the ultimate underdog story. I love it.
Right?
So we've got excerpts from Relentless 5e right here, ready to break it all down. First things first, for anyone new to this, what makes an athlete tick? What are we talking about here?
At their core, athletes are all about pushing limits. They laugh in the face of danger. They rely on reflexes, raw power to overcome anything. And that's shown in their stats from the get-go.
Okay, so, give me the rundown. What stats are we looking at?
Well, they've got this thing called a D10 hit die.
Hit die. Okay.
Yeah. And without getting too in the weeds, it basically means they can take a punch way better than, say, a wizard.
Yeah. Makes sense.
They're durable, tough, ready to get back up for more.
So they're the ones charging in while the wizard hides behind them. Love it. What else?
They're also naturally good at things like strength and dexterity saving throws. Think of it like they react quickly, dodge a falling boulder, keep their balance on a rope bridge, that sort of thing. Things that would send others panicking.
I can picture this character already. Nimble, strong, always ready. But D&D isn't just about being tough, right? Gotta have some cool moves.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's where prowess points come in.
Prowess points?
Yeah, it's their own special resource. Kind of like how wizards have mana for their spells.
I'm with you.
Prowess points fuel all those cool athletic abilities.
So are we talking super speed? Crazy strong punches, stuff like that. What can they actually do with these prowess points?
You name it.
Okay.
Need a burst of speed?
Yeah.
Get out of a dangerous spot? They got it. Want to land a super strong hit, like a critical? Prowess points to the rescue.
Now it's getting exciting. It's like a whole arsenal just waiting to be unleashed.
Exactly. And as they gain experience, they get even more of these prowess points to work with.
Oh, nice.
They become more and more versatile as they level up.
So we've got this image in our heads. Tough, agile, fueled by these prowess points, letting them do all this crazy physical stuff. But how does that actually play? If I'm at the table, how's an athlete different?
That's the fun part, right? It's not just the numbers. It's how they carry themselves.
Oh.
Imagine, even just how they walk.
Okay, yeah.
That confident swagger, maybe a little bounce in their step, always ready to move.
Totally. They move different from the wizard at the table. You can feel the energy.
Exactly. The supplement even talks about that, incorporating those details to really bring them to life.
Ooh, I like that.
Maybe they've got these pre-fight rituals, like a boxer chalking up or a runner doing a specific stretch. It's all part of the character.
Oh. Or those lucky charms some athletes have. That worn-out headband they adjust. Or a little rock they rub for luck.
Yes. Those little quirks make them feel real. And then there's the mindset, too. Athletes are driven, disciplined, pushing limits. But how's that work in a party of adventurers? It's different than solo training.
Right, because it's one thing to push yourself, but when the wizard's messing up, the rogue's cutting deals in a dungeon, how does that athlete react?
Such a good point. Are they the ones pushing the party to train harder? Always trying to improve? Or maybe they're the calm one.
Ooh.
That center of the storm, using their focus to keep everyone steady when things go crazy.
The heart of the group, in a way. Love that. But also, scars, man. An athlete's got to have some stories written on their body.
Oh, for sure. A burn from a dragon, a cut from a werewolf, each one a badge of honor. Tells a story.
Okay, but here's the big one for me. In a world full of magic, how does an athlete feel about spellcasters? That's got to be a weird clash. Raw power versus, the arcane arts.
So much potential there. Are they in awe of magic? Or is it rivalry? They've got something to prove because they don't have spells. It changes how they talk to the party wizard.
Maybe it's grudging respect. Yeah, you've got fireballs, but can you climb this cliff with your bare hands?
Exactly. And speaking of pushing limits, Relentless 5e has this awesome concept that takes the athlete to the next level. The Realm Games.
So what now? Okay, I'm listening.
A multiversal Olympics, but only for athletes. competitors from different planes, magical realms, all there to test themselves.
Rome Games. Okay, so like a massive tournament, athletes from all over going for the gold. Pretty epic. But sounds like a recipe for trouble too, where there's competition.
Totally.
Someone's always trying to bend the rules.
Relentless 5e knows that for sure. The games aren't just a setting. They're ripe for intrigue, danger, real story hooks there.
Okay, like what kind of trouble are we talking?
Picture this. The party's right in the thick of it, games are going on, and rumors start. Someone's not who they say they are.
Ooh, interesting.
Maybe a magical disguise sent by a rival kingdom to cheat their way to the top.
Classic sabotage. Now the party's got to play detective and not cause an international incident. Yikes. What else? Spill the tea.
Well, there's this whole thing about a sacred truce. During the games, it's supposed to be sacred. Even nations at war, they put down their weapons. Powerful magic binding them to peace.
Right.
But some folks risk it for the right prize, right?
Yeah, what kind of prize is worth, well, the whole multiverse coming down on you? It's got to be legendary.
Oh, we're talking artifacts of immense power, lost treasures, the kind of stuff that could change the world, maybe even tip the balance of, well, everything.
So now it's not just a competition. It's a race to grab the loot. I bet the party gets caught in the middle of it.
Well, naturally. Maybe they're hired to protect something, or they stumble onto a heist in progress.
Right.
The games could even be a cover for a classic dungeon crawl, right?
Wait, really?
Yeah, like ancient ruins under the arena, full of traps, classic D&D, just with the roar of the crowd above.
Okay, now that is the game night I want to be at. Torches, shadowy figures, fighting over some legendary artifact. That's memorable.
And that's just one idea.
Yeah.
This supplement's got tons of adventure hooks tied to these games. Political intrigue, revenge plots, even ancient curses coming back to haunt everyone.
Wow. It's amazing how one concept, the athlete and their big competition, it sparks so many D&D stories.
It shows how flexible the class is. But more than that, it reminds us, even in a world with magic and monsters, there's something about just pushing yourself, That human drive for greatness, it's timeless.
I feel that. And it's cool how Relentless 5e explores how different people view that drive. Like, remember how we talked about the elves, that whole thing about physical skill being kind of tragic for them.
Right, because they live so long, they see the peak and the decline. It adds this whole layer to the athlete. They're not just strong, they make you think.
Exactly. That's what takes a D&D class from some stats on a page to, like, a real conversation starter. And on that note, I think it's time we pass the torch to our athletes, the listeners.
We've shown you the world of the athlete. The good, the bad, how they fit in a world of magic. Now it's your turn. What stories will your athletes tell?
So until next time, stay curious, stay adventurous. And remember, the only limit to what you can achieve is your own imagination.